Ladies and gentlemen, I did a video probably a few months back when they are predicting that there's going to be billions of these giant brood X insects emerging out of the ground. They come up every 17 years, and this is supposed to be a pretty massive group of them coming up. This is expected sometime in April or May, and we're just weeks away from April. So now this came out on the Science Alert, March 15th, 2021. Giant brood of billions of insects set to emerge in U.S. in mass synchronized event. So as you can see on the map, these are the locations that they said will be heavily have a huge infestation of them. It's going to be huge. A big event in the insect world is approaching, starting sometime in April or May, depending on the latitude. One of the largest broods of 17-year cicadas will emerge from underground in dozens of states, as you can see on the screen, from New York west to Illinois and south into northern Georgia. The group is known as Brood X, as in the Roman numeral 10. For about 4 weeks, wooded and suburban areas will ring with cicadas, whistling and buzzing, mating calls. After mating, each female will lay hundreds of eggs in a pencil-sized tree branches, and then the adult cicadas will die. The new eggs, they will eventually hatch, of course. The new cicada nymphs fall from the tree and burrow themselves underground, starting the next cycle. Perhaps 3,000 to 4,000 species of cicadas around the world, but the 13 and 17-year periodical cicadas of the Northeast US appear to be unique in combining long juvenile development times with synchronized mass adult emergences. These events rise so what they're saying is, what do? They just eat and mate the whole time they're out of the ground. That's all they do. They don't really do anything else. But boy, they know how to keep themselves alive, don't they? Keep themselves reproducing. So, for example, they can travel through time by changing their life cycles for 4-year increments. It's no accident that the scientific name for the periodical is 13 to 17-year cicadas. The species, as periodical cicadas, are older than the forests that they inhabited. Modular analysis shown that about 4 million years ago, the ancestors of the cicadas split between two lineages. Some 1.5 million years later, one of those lineages split again, resulting in three lineages of their modern cycle that they go through. Early American colonialists first encountered periodical cicadas in Massachusetts. Yeah, Plymouth Rock. Y'all remember when they vandalized Plymouth Rock? Man, I was on the floor laughing. Y'all remember that? The sudden appearance of many insects reminded them of biblical plagues of locusts, which are types of grasshoppers. That's how they name locusts. They became associated with the cicadas in North America. Yeah, they didn't know what any of this stuff was over in there, being over there in Europe. In fact, a lot of the animals here they never seen before. It's so much to learn. During the 19th century, so they worked on trying to learn about these cicadas back then. They established that unlike locusts and other grasshoppers, cicadas don't chew leaves. or decimate crops or fly in swarms. Instead, these insects spend most of their lives out of sight, growing underground and feeding on plant roots as they pass through their 5 juvenile stages. Their synchronized emergences are predictable. So you can clock when they're coming back if you count out 17 years from now. So you can pretty much predict. They stay on the same schedule and nothing really ever changes about them. So the 17 years in the north and 13 years of the South and Mississippi value. There are multiple regional year classes known as broods. So they said it's going to be a dense emergence in 2021 with these insects. So you'll probably more likely hear them and see them. Now, I know the last time they emerged 17 years ago, I would just see them on my screens of my window periodically, and I would get a glimpse of them that way. They're not so scary, and it's only because they really don't do anything to you. They just look big, and it just creeps you out with the red eyes. But I think they said these broods that are coming up are going to have orange eyes. So it'll be really interesting to see them, but they're only going to be around for a month, and then it's back to their 17-year cycle again. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.